Hello everyone, I'm Rob with ScrappyDew.com, and this is just going to be one of those little highlight videos from our ScrappyDew live event show. And this one in particular is going to be Ken, and he's going to be answering the question, how do you show and hide things in the Cricut Design Space? He's also going to go further and show you how to manipulate your colors so that Cricut Design Space will see that shape as a red, or show you how you can combine the colors to get the certain number of mats that you would need according to Cricut Design. So hopefully you'll enjoy this video, and you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like more of these types of videos. Alright, so go ahead and enjoy the video. Alright, so someone has a question on the Cricut Design Space. It says, on the Cricut Design Space, can you hide pieces like we can on Make the Cut, so only certain ones will cut?
Yeah, you absolutely can. I will actually show you here. All right. So in Design Space, when you are in there, if you insert any kind of upload, so if I go to my uploaded images, and let's take a look at, for example, this piece here, which is from the clown birthday, is going to have a lot of pieces to it. So over here in my layers, right over here, you're going to see this eyeball. And if you actually just click the eyeball, it's going to take that piece out, so that way you don't, you'll actually see it disappear from your design space over here. So as one of these bigger pieces I'll show you, if I take that eyeball, it actually hides that piece. So it's still workable, and if I size it, it's going to resize and do everything it needs to do. However, if I don't want to cut that piece, I can just go and cut that out of my picture, and when I hit go, it will actually hide that piece to where it won't cut it.
All right. Well, hey Ken, while we're on there, is it possible for you to show us how to see how many sheets of paper the Cricut Design Space is telling you to use, and then say you wanted to change that up? Because I noticed you got some balloons on there. Say you didn't like the orange balloon, you wanted that to be a blue one,
Sure.
or whatever.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different ways you can see right now how many pieces of paper you're going to use. If I go to the sync option, let me go ahead and unhide these really quick. So if I go to the sync option, it's going to tell me right now that it is trying to cut 15 materials. So essentially, I'm going to be using 15 different cuts for this. For example, the ScrappyDew file shows these two balloons. So these balloons here as different reds. So it's very simple. If I wanted to move this up to this red, I actually just select it, move it up into that category, and it will automatically make that. So now, as you can see, I'm only cutting 14 different layers, or excuse me, I'm going to be using 14 mats at this point. Also, if I wanted to hit go, and the system then does the work for me and places stuff, it's also going to tell me how many number of mats I'm using down here. So it's going to say this project is going to take 14 cuts, and then I can go through and look at all the different elements that it's cutting. And once again, at this point, I can manipulate that and move that around here. If I wanted to save, I have paper, scraps of paper that I'm going to use, so I'm able to manipulate it here. The other nice thing is I can come once again into this sync piece, and I can actually even change the color if I wanted to. So or I could, like I said, move it up here, and then different. You can manipulate it to where if you wanted to cut it all out and change them all to black, you could do that. So there's definitely a lot of different possibilities. If you actually go to this layer piece right here and click on your piece, this is where you can actually change the color to something completely different if you wanted to. So I could come in here and do a color picker through here. I can put in a code down here, or I can essentially just change the pieces that way. So that's different ways you can manipulate it.